Malaila mali e aho e ki mo lele e tonga hono kotoa fia ke o taritani lele ki mo tolo ki ho mo ngahi o ngongo mo le tio kai o maa ai televisione tonga ki he hoani. I he wakaiko ia ki ngahi olo i o ngongo. Tuku atu ai whakawhi mihi e kisea whakataimi o whalea lea ke whakaho atu ha whakotuu o ha kau kanditeiti pale mia. Whakailongai i he tahine prinsesi kalauni ai uloa ki wheitu o whakaivia ila whakateknolosia whakaiono pōni ai kautaha Samsung ke tuu i he Pasifiki. Pe a tōgi mua ai matapule lahi whewhine ai ako maalunga tonga, moi matapule lahi korisiku ni Salote i he tao whakaako wanoa wanima i he ongoa ko angani. O kuto i petala noa kehe ana iange pehe ai tau wakai ki ngahi o ngongo me he malae o sipoti kai uma a wakai ko ia ki he tuunga o i ea. Ko e wakailewa eni ki he whakaiki iki, ko auriri ani polutele. Kua tuku atu e he ekisea whakataimi o whalea lea o Tonga, ai e whakawhi ki he kotoa o e kau kanditeiti whalea lea kua whili. Ke whakahou atu haa nau whakotu o kanditeiti ki he lakanga pale mia whili. Ko e vai taimi o tuku atu ai e whainga maali eni ko e aho e taha wha, ai eni ka matalau eni me he aho mōni te ko ia o e wikeni. Ko e hiri eni hono whanofo e he ene awhio, King Tupo Wono, ai e kisea whalea lea, pe ko e kisea whakataimi ko ia ki he whalea lea o Tonga, ai a kolo tangi o Vaunukunuka. I he te wanto a Tongani ki hono whamanatua o e Krismasi, o ko tō taha ai tokanga ia e toko lahi ki he whili pale mia, ki ha taha tene tataki a Tongani i he tau e wha kahoko. I he whamatala ko toko mai me he ofisi o e eksea whakataimi e whalea lea o Tonga, ko hono tolo a ki eni a hono whakanofo o lo tangi ki laka ngani, a iane whaifatongia ko e sea whakataimi e ta wawhi tahawhito mo e wawhi wataha. Ko whakawhi iai e lo tangi a e kau kanditeiti i he mōni te, ke o atu ha anau ngahi whotuu o ha kanditeiti ki lakanga palemia, ki moa i he teimi hawhia ai ni ma o e aho whalaite, ko hono tahawa o ti semani. Kua whakahai pe e lo tangi, ai whakanganga ke whakahoko anau whakataha mo e kau kanditeiti i he aho mōnite ko hono tahani ma o e mahinani ke whili ai palemia whili. Ke ngahi ngāwe ko ia ai whalea lea e tataki kotoa pe e he sea whataimi lo tangi o whakatatau ki he konistu tone kai o wan lewa kua whili ai palemia whili. I kai ngatai, tene tataki whoki mo ngāwe ki hono whili ai sea o i whalea lea mo hono tokoni ki he tau whalea lea o i wanoa wanima, wanoa wahiwa. Pehe me ofisi o eksea whakataimi e kei hoko hoka tupe hona whatongia, loro tonga e whakataimi kuni ke whakapapaui, koe ngāwe ki hono whili o i palemia whili e whakahoko ia o whakatatau ki he lao o e konistu tone o Tonga. Kei ke he mahino pe e ngahi whakamatala kua tu whakiholo i he interneti whikau aki meni ihi ngari o whotu ki he palemia whili. Ka e toki awhanga tuku kotoa pe eni i ha tāpu ni he whainga maali e ki ono whahu watu ha kanditeiti palemia i he aho tahaua o e mahina ni. O kuto e whainga maali e nge atongani ki he ako whakalahi ilo ki he whakalakalaka whakateknolosia. Ko e hili eni ai mea e tāhine prinsesi kalauni sinai takala o whakailonga i aneawhi ai wheitu upe koe whale whaiano pōni eni ke whaiai a ngahi ako whakalahi ilo ki he whakalakalaka. Ko e polokalamani ne i ai tonu ai a waifonua tō pola o ne o mai ai whakaiki iki.
I he whaike e ke ngonga i leidi o me televisione Tonga mo i Palestinio i kautaha Samsung i he wahenga i Pasifiki Emily Joy. Nāni pehe koe makamai le whahistoria eni ke he kautaha, ke hui koe uloa ki ofis whakaiono pōni eni e kautaha Samsung ke whakatu he Pasifiki o kau ki ai anu sila. Koe ola i e whakatu ngāwe ne whahoko he wāwhi uoua, i e whingai aki mai kautaha telefoni whalot whanua i tongani koe One Talk. O whakatau mua ki hono te whakawhai ngofua mo waweange ngāwe e kakai, o whakatau ki he ta au o teknolosia. Pehe e Joy e tataki he One Talk a hono whakalele honau ofisi i tongani, pe au makehe whingai aki koe ni he koe pailate eni tongani, ai uluaki whale whakaiono pōni pehene e kautaha ke tō kokoko atu ki ngāhi whanua kehe o wahenga i Pasifiki. Ko hene whakaiono pōni, koe uhi ko whanau kakato ake ngāhi nau teknolosia whamuimui taha e kautaha, ke whakataha ki kakai o whanua ki nau mamatai mo ako ki whalakalaka o e teknolosia. Nā ni pehe ata ke hoka e ofisi ko e wheitu ki te takiai ha ngahi whakataanga mua ngahi polokalama ako ki he teknolosia mui ngau e whakompiuta. Ai ni whaha he pule o i kautaha One Talk i tonga ni ai sake la lahi ko e kuonga ene ngā una mamani me ta au i teknolosia pehe ki ono whahokpe teknolosia e ngahi ngau e lahi o i kuonga. Pe au whaamu e ofisini ke hoko koe kalofiama ki ono tū hulu e ilo ai ka kai e whonua ki whalakalaka whakai ono poni o kuiai e teknolosia mohono iwi malawa. Ko e ofisi whaoni o tu uia e whakawaka i kautaha PTH i loto Nuku'alofa. Kai kehe koe kautaha Samsung ne whotu uia he tahiwa no hiwa koe kautaha i Korea Tonga o whadau mua ki ono whalakalaka ange ai whalakalaka wha teknolosia i mamani ke tokoni ki ono whawhai ngofua mo waweange ai ngā aue me mo ui ai kakai. Mai ngonga le te oma televisione Tonga, ko a wai whanua tō Paula.
Kua whanonga ia eni e he ngahi ako anga tō lahi i tongani ai whaahi ta o utu tau, pe ko hono mau ia o e ola, o e tō, pe ko e tō tau ne whai e he whanau no loto ngā ai tau. Ka ke ako maalunga ko iau sa antelo, ko nā whakailo ngai, mo kamata i ngahi polokalama ngā ue, ko ngahi makamaile maho i ngai ni ke he ako anga, tau te whito ki he kaha o e whanau aku nā wako i he ako anga ni. Ko hiri eni a hono whakailo ngai he wike ko o silolo tonga a hono katoa ngai o e te au o fuluta o e ako anga, ai polokalama ngā ue paanga e 3 miliona ke toko ni ki he ako ai whanau peheki ngai polokalama ngā ue ke he pe. Ko e whakaiki iki mo Betty Blake i lo lahia. I he whakamatala e se ke li tali lahi e kolistu tuku o e apiako maalunga o sa antelu loku walu le hana ane pehe. Ko e polokalama ngā weni, ko e konga pe ia i he ngahi ngā ue ko whakatuu ke whakailonga i aki ai te au o fulu tau ai tau anga mo e whaifatongia ai ako anga mai whanau ako i ngahi tau lahi. Nā ane pehe, ne i kaingata pe hono whakatuu ai polokalama ngā ue paanga e 3 miliona ma ai ako lolotonga, ka na e kau ki he ni mohono whakaawa o i polokalama toko ni whakapaanga ai ko listutuku pe Trust Fund Project i whingai aki ai kau ako tutuku, siasi, mo i ngahi kopwhekau aki i he whakaamu ke hoko koha matapa ki kumtokoni ki ai ako lolotonga i he taimi whia mauwiwili ai toko ni.
Ora pia lahi tahai. Ena mea opai e pi sope koe mea mai mi Hawaii ke ne hanga whakaawa e po i Trust Fund koe ni ake a paanga i tahape Amerika. Ko inga ko Trust Fund ko ni o ko ata ke ka ko listu tuku ke nau bolendi ke nau me mipa ko nau ki to koni pakata e tuku ki Trust Fund ko ni ko e hange ya emergency fund mai ako sa antelo kamata mo ya i ngau ko e longa i go ya i ta o te awanoa o nga la kanga ko ni si apia ko pe taimi tata o pe ko ta me ma o inga na pe mai no ati ai i ngau ko ni ta o te awa noa i kamata he ta po ai pe ngau e ke St. High School ko ni i Tonga mo St. Andrews High School ko i Hawaii e ia e pa pe tongi ako e ia e pa na wako me he aganga maalunga sa antelu i Tonga ni e na hua tu ki ako maalunga sa antelu a Hawaii.
Ko uhi koe maho inga ki ako tutuku ai halafononga mo ka hau ai ako ai whanau o knau hua tu ki ako angani, ne tali ai pe i he enau whakatahalahi ai ko listu tutuku he moni te oi wike ni, ke whakahuhanga tonu ai paanga e taha kilo me he katoanga kua osi, ke he paanga patseti ai ako lolotonga i he tau fo'ou. Ko e whakaamu, ke tokoni eni ki hono wheau ai ngai whia mau ai ako anga lolotonga ai tau, pia ke toi tokoni foki ki he wahe ai kauwhai ako. Pehe ele ha, ko e hui ko ngai tokoni kua nau tā i mālie mo whakailonga i ke kamatangau e aki i he ako angani, kua nau tuu ma teu te wai ke matatali hono ako i hawhanau te nau hua tu ki ako anga i he kaha u. Ma ai ngongo ale te oma televisione Tonga, ko au Betty Blake i lo lahia. Kua hamusi e he matapule lahi whewhine ko ia ai ako maolunga o Tonga, ai ko Sulia he i wakaola i la ngana, ai tūki mua o e apiako ako maolunga o Tonga ki he tau whakaako ua whewani maa.
The Ducks for Tonga High School 2025 is awarded to Sulia Hei Paula Ilangana. O Flolo Alai Malu, Kolo Palahola, Ofu, Toinek Vale, Matamaka, Fetoa Hafeva, Tekiu, Kolomotua, Longo Poto Helaukau, Halafo Oki Itaniti.
Ko e tohi mahanga ini e ilangana hono hingoa he historia o e apiako, ko e matapule lahi mo e tukimu ai wanoa wanima. Helia ni hamusi e tukimu ai le sonifika e kalkulasi, me ngahi le soni sainisi. Nane te maa mo e pale fang maling me fale lahi ki he tō tahako tukimu a taha e apiako, e ngahi le soni sainisi mo e pale paanga e wafe. Ko e ni kapteni ko e ni he ako anga, ko ni maa wai e pale skolasi piako ki a University Nusila, whatape ngahi pale paanga ni laka hake paanga e ni maafe. Ne toki ua hake kia ilangana e whinemui me Intia kai no whapahu kotisha kapadia.
Tongatapu. Please another round of applause for our proximity assessed 2025.
Pea tolu a mele finau o tila havea o te avavau e ua mohaka me Tongatapu. Loto anine i kuna e matapule lahi tangata ka koe mafi tā ai uloafea ko anga, soane Roy Tune finau, ai pale ki tō taha ko lele taha i a tapapeo e ako anga pe koe best all-round student. I ka atoanga tānak tu unga i tauni, ne me ai e tahine prinsesi pilo levu Twitter koe whakawhi whakalanglangi. Nā ne ukia i e whanau ako e ako malunga tonga ke nau whapapau i honau tau mua, loto lahi ke whianghangai mo i whaingataa pe aua e foi i he ako koe uhi ki ngāwe i atonga mohono kakai. O mātunga eni mi whapapau i koe a kōpe tene malawa o viteke ngahi pole whamaman lahi o whiakahangai mo tau māmani aki ai ako ki mauhangahi ilo ki hono viteke ngahi palapale mā koini. Koe ako malunga tonga whoki koe ako anga ia ai pule anga o takumu ahe mala e o ako whaekate mika i tongani ake sia te whalau koe ki helele i taha. Ni he whana wako e toko taha whetupune na wako i ako anga he tauni mo i kau ngau e toko walu hiva o pule ako ai a ana wā whiwi koso. He we koso i ne lipoti ngau e whakatau ko e ta wako whonu he monu ia ai tauni ne ngone lahi ono ngahi pole kana nau ngau e peo whatatau ke vi sone o ako angai he tauni. O ku whakautua pea i ki taki ke mau ai hau hawa. Mai ngonga le te omu televisione tonga, kua vai whanua tō Paula.
Kua whaau e he whinemui ko Oliver Peti Pakileata o hihifo niwa toputapu no muka mo fua amotu ai kona pe koe taksia o e kolisi ko ni Salote ki e tau whaka ko wanoa wanima. Ko i kuna eni e Pakileata ai tūki mua ai ako angani helia eni i kuna pe tūki mua i he ngāhi le soni whakatoa enima. Ko Pakileata whoki ko e matapule lahia ai ako anga ki he tauni.
Ko ulua ki mai kolis kun Salote, tānak tuunga hono hiva ngo fulma hiva. Ko taks ki heng o senturi, mau ake pesete valfapo ne hiva. Ki hihifo niwa Tongatapu, no muka hapai, fua amotu, timaru, nusila mo ahno no, Oliver Peti Pakileata.
Ko i whakawhi whakalanglangi ka koe prinsesi kalaoni sine takala i ene mea o whuaki atu e pale ki he tōki mua pe taks o e kolisi kuni Salote Oliver Pakileata. Na e whakalanglangi heni mo i tahine prinsesi halai walo mata aho o whuaki atu ai ngahi pale o e ni ihi konawi kuna ai ngahi whenga kokoia ai kolisi kuni Salote. Ko hono hamusi ko ia e Pakileata ai tōki moa ai kolisi a ki te seti e ngana whā te smare hiva. Hilia a ene tōki moa i le soni ako whakatapo, le soni taki mamata, le soni ngowe, historia mo i sio kālawhi. Ko e wane mahangai a simai ma whatai o houma e wa mo la kepa. Pehe ki a sashei ma wai sele o tataka motonga kai nofo i he kolistonga Pea tolu ki ai a iunisi e malata ki walu o kolofo o mopuke. E me ai whakawhi whakalangalangi o kātoa ngani, Princesi Kalau nisi na takala na ane pole i e whānau wako tau tutuku. Whakataha me whānau te nau toi aliaki pe i ako angani e tau whaou, ke oa pe na angalo ai huawha i kuna o Sihova, he koia pe na e magatu o ngai ai i kuna o e tauni, pea koia pe te nau i kuna i he kaha o.
Ka ne tae o a e kao mai e ki, ke pehe a e tau lea e ahoni. Ki he kau tau tutuku. I he e tau hoko atu, i he ngahi malae ke he, oua na angalo, ko hotoko ni o i he huafa o Sihova. Ki he whānau te mou hoko atu i he tau kahau, ke oua na angalo ai huafa o kune whai ho tau tokonia. Ka koe huafa tokoni o Sihova. Pea koe apasia ki he huafa koia, koe potoia. Ka tau ka mātuk he ahoni, tawange mo huafa tokoni o Sihova, ke ne whakafo o homo wiwi kau whai ako. Ngahi mātua mo ki tau tō kotoa he tau fo o. Tala monu watu ki he te waki e whamanato e aho alo e ho tau e ki ko sisu ka laisi. Pea mo tala monu ki he te waki o e tau fo o. O whātu.
I he whamatala whakatau e pulea ko e kolisi whawhikao sela la te la kepa, na ne pehea ko mahino pe ai ngahi teu lahi o ku whai he kolisi i henghengi o sentuli, keuhi ko hono teu kātoa ngā i koia o sentuli, a hono whotu e ako anga i he tau whaona. O ku whaafuafua ki he whānau wako e walungi au tupu ne ako he kolisi kuni Salote i he tau whakaako wanoa wani maa. O ni o ngongo whaaloto whanua ia me leti o Tonga uluaki mai waka o maa televisione Tonga. Ko e ngahi o ngongo me malae o sipoti hoko mai a mo pia o lie o ka hili eni.
Malo mo tau ki whilonga ki koe wakaini ki he malae o sipoti. Ko hiwa e matariki he nota mai soa o i fia hei kuna e vei pā mo Tahiti ki he sea whika tolu mo e whā o whiaisi vihu koe ki he po mamani e whiwha i Rarotonga a ki e kai koe whā ki he taha. Neonga kua siwai amanaki ke hu ki he konga honoua e whiauhi ka kua hoko i kuna ane a whi koe tōmu i e fia e timi i whiahui koe na hau i kwhawhine. Ko whipaki whaharma mātaini e ngo timi hono tupangi e loma magnesi ai lotokolo Tahiti ake poini e ua. Neongo na e kamata whawhipaki mai e timi ulungia i he konga uruaki o vai ngani. Rotonga ni whoki koe i kuna hono waine matariki he tauni ka ko Tahiti koe kakatoini e nau whiauhi mi he tohi mahina o soka mo e te ki ai ke tohi hai kuna i he nau vai ngā tuku keheange ai ulungia hoko o talu mihe whiauhi koe Sport Pasifiki o wanoa tahi wā. Makehe pe mihe ola e vai ngā, nei whakatonga i makehe komite au Oceania ai whinemui tautahanima mihe matariki Sofiana Moala i he vai ngā whaharuma mata he whiauhi ni ka taro te whito ki hei kuna anea whi.
Suhingoa ko Sofiana Moala ko kaukeni ko whakatonga e tina tonga kamuso pili walahi. Ko whamalo ki tamahewani ko ha ke ngai tau ki tate mamangai mo. Lama ke maisia aho vainga, mau vainga fia, ode vainga i kuna hoki. Ata whamalo ke family me tonga, me ngahi tokoni ko tate, me ngahi ki popo ko tate kano ni matori, te ate o pati.
Kai ke he wharatau ki he ngongo tuku mai mi he whaingongo e kau tā soka atonga, Justina kau ola, mo ule lei pia kau wholau, tai whito ki he timi pia mo kau officiale.
Ko e wakaile ma eni ki he tuunga o e ea i hona tuku mai he waa wakai matangi a Tonga i wha motu mo pesa koila.
Malo lau mari ho eki pe moelele e tongotoa, tai tari whiwhia ki motoro ki e tau whamatala ea ko ia I he e whia whini. Ko he tāna o lalah le vaino e ahau whatonga I ange. Au whia pe whotunga langi a ngai taimi pe malawa pe kia moha uha tu moto. Tau te whito ke vai whanua koe no wawau pe mo niwa Tongatapu. Alo mari ke o tumotu hapai Tongatapu pe mo ewa, pe malawa pe kia uha tu moto to hol. Tau whanonga koe he whia whini kia pongi. Wakari vani ki tau I misate lai te whatonga e ngai vai whanua koe no niwa Tongatapu. Wawau haapai Tongatapu pe mo ewa. Wiha ngai konga ao maulalo o kune nga unu mai pe meta whaki whakatoke lau hake. Ke ngai vai whanua koe ni. Aite ne malape ke o mai ha uha tu moto. Tau te whito ki wawau pe mo niwa Tongatapu. Alo mari pe ki niwa fo'o tau whanongat koe he whia whini ki a pongi. Ko tau whatokanga lewan ki ngahi potu tahi o kei tu pe whatokanga tahi lahi. Ke kotoa pe ngahi matawhanga po tahi koia oi otu Tonga. Kai Pasifiki a hinima koe ka hoko mai whatonga iangi. Alo tamak uha aku me nga unu ki pe meta whatonga I foki Tongatapu pe mo ewa. Malape ke ne o mai ha uha tu moto I whalaite koe wikeni pe mo toko naki whaasinga wike. Ka kuiha alo maari o kune toka ki o tau po tahi whatonga. Aite ne whetu tuka ki tau toka ngā matangi pe me hake. Pe whai toka ngani ki alo tamak uha aku ne fo'u i o tau area. I he monite koe o wike ka hau. Ke tau fuhia pe o tu Tonga I ha uha tu moto. Malawa ke lololahi angai taimi pe moha mana. Tau whanonga te lewa koni I he whiawhini koe ki a pongi whatonga engi. Alo tamak uha vai koni o kune toka mai I he area. Ni o Tongatapu, wawau pe mo konga oe. O te motu haapai, kai pe whoki Tongatapu pe mo ewa. Malape kene o mai ha uha tu moto I he whiawhini. Angi ki mo whiangi ak pe matangi pe me he toke lau hake o au ke mairi tahi. Ngo fulu ke tahanima ki he kotoa pe ngai po tahi koe o tu Tonga. Pa koe maulalo taha koe whoma whana ke poni. Tigri se siase waua ki Tongatapu pe mo ewa. Pe au pe ke tigri se siase ua wha ki he ongo niwa. Tau whamatala ea lewan ki a pongi whatonga engi au tamak uha vai koni. O kune kei toka pe I he ngai area, ni o Tongatapu, wawau. Wawahe at pe mehe o tu haapai ka pe whoki Tongatapu pe mo ewa pongi. Pe alo maari tia ngai vai whanua. Wawau haapai Tongatapu pe mo ewa pongi. Ka pe whoki niwa fo'o. Ke yangi ki mo whiangi ak pe matangi pe mehe toke lau hake. Maire tahi. Ngo fulu ke tahanima ki he kotoa pe ngai po tahi koe o tu Tonga. Ma koe mawhana taha koe ke a pongi, tigri se siasi. Ua walu ki Tongatapu pe mo ewa, pe au pe ke tigri se siasi tolu noa ki niwa fo'o. Tai mi hua pe moe mamaha koe e tahi, maha tokai ai o se hongo fulu pe me taha watu a poe poni, tau maari e o se wanoa pe mehe ono a hengi. Koe la a moe mahina, hopo la a te mi te hongo fulu ki honoa pongi, pe a toi o se hongo fulu me fitu e fiafi pe koe a pongi, pe a toi mahina, o se wa fitu pe me wha a hengi, pe hopo ia I he o se wa wha pe mehe ono e fiafi koe a pongi. Whaos pia tau wakai ki e tau whamatala ea koe ki aho e nima ka hoko mai ki Nuku'alofa, o ka mata I he whalaite, ki he tūsite koe o wike kahau. Whatonga iange tau whanonga pe moha uha tu umato I he whalaite koe o wike ni. Pea whaau pe ke alomari atu ke toko naki, ka whai tokanga ki he monite, pea moha tūsite koe o wike kahau, I ha uha tu umato lololahi angai taimi, pea moha mana. Malunga taha koe whamawhana ki aho e nima ka hoko mai ki Nuku'alofa, te kiri se wa fitu, ki he wahiwa. Koe ka kato ia e tau whamatala ea, malo apitoho mō mea mai, ka mō mea.
Moe ka katoa I pea o ngāhi o ngongo, moe le tio, kai o maa televisione to ngā ke houani, moe whakaamu, ne au taki kotoa ato pea ki ngāhi loto whale kotoa. Kai malo e tau ke I whi ao mai, ka mō mea.
Good evening and welcome to your English news package with radio and television Tonga News for the hour. Making headlines, Interim Speaker Lord Nuku'alofa invites nominations for Prime Minister Designate. Samsung launches Digital Innovation Hub in Nuku'alofa, the first in the Pacific, through collaboration with OneTalk. And St. Andrews High School's 120th anniversary celebrations wraps up with the Ex-Students Association establishing multi-million pa'anga support initiatives for the school in 2026. We'll have these and more stories, as well as the latest in sports and the weather update to wrap up this hour's news package. Now for the news in detail, I am Popua Aho. The interim Speaker of the Legislative Assembly of Tonga, Lord Nuku'alofa, has invited all elected representatives of the Legislative Assembly to submit their nominations for Prime Minister Designate. This invitation follows Lord Tangi's appointment by His Majesty King Tupo VI.
Lord Tangi's appointment comes after the submission of the result of the general election last Friday. This is the third time for Lord Tangi to be in the interim speaker role, as he has previously served as interim speaker in 2017 and 2021. As Tonga approaches Christmas, attention is now focused on selecting a new Prime Minister to lead the country for the next 4 years. Information from the Legislative Assembly of Tonga states Lord Tangi issued the invitations on Monday for all elected candidates to submit their nominations for Prime Minister designate by 4:30 afternoon of December 12. Elected candidates are scheduled to meet on Monday 15th of this month to elect the Prime Minister designate from whose will be nominated. Therefore, the 26 candidates will meet the week before the Christmas Day to vote on the Prime Minister designate. Lord Tangi will guide the Assembly's proceedings until the Prime Minister designate is elected, ensuring that the process is conducted in accordance with the Act of the Constitution of Tonga. He will also oversee the process for electing the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the 2025-2029 parliamentary term.
Tonga is stepping into a new era of digital learning and technology development with the recent launch of Samsung's first digital innovation hub in the Pacific, right here in Nuku'alofa.
Her Royal Highness the Crown Princess Sinai Takala officially opened the first digital innovation hub established by Samsung in Tonga, marking the company's first ever facility of its kind in the Pacific, including Tonga. In an interview with Radio Tonga News, the Samsung's Pacific President Emily Joy described the launch as a historic milestone for the company and the Pacific. She says the hub stems from a 2022 partnership with Tonga's telecommunications provider OneTalk, aimed at providing and improving access to technology and making everyday tasks quicker and easier for Tongans. Choi says OneTalk will run the new office in Tonga, and the project will serve as a pilot pathway as the first digital innovation center that Samsung has set up in the region before expanding to other Pacific countries. The hub is fully equipped with Samsung's latest devices, giving the public a chance to see and learn about new digital developments, and it will also host meetings, training programs, and technology workshops. Meanwhile, the Chief Executive Officer of OneTalk, Aisake Lalahi, says the launch comes at a critical time as the world continues to advance rapidly in the digital space. The new hub is located at the PTH building in Nuku'alofa, where Lalahi added that the goal is for the new office to become a center of excellence, helping strengthen the country's knowledge and capability in modern technology. Samsung was founded in 1969 in South Korea to lead global innovation and develop technology that makes everyday life faster, easier, and more connected. Reporting for Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Vahvanoto Paula.
As the school year comes to a close for many high schools around Tonga this week, St. Andrew's High School is closing out the year on a high following their 120th anniversary celebrations last week, having established new projects to benefit their students beginning in 2026.
The St. Andrew's High School's Ex-Students Association have initiated a 3 million paanga project to support the students of the school next year. According to the Secretary of the Ex-Students Association, Lokuvalu Leha, this project is part of several initiatives established to commemorate 120 years of the school's legacy and service to generations of students. He said that in addition to the 3 million Paanga initiative for current students, the plans also include the opening of a financial assistance initiative, a trust fund created through collaboration between alumni, churches, and related groups. The aim is for this fund to become a pathway for long-term supports for the school and for students when financial needs arise. Leha said the gesture that kicked off these initiatives was a heartwarming offer from a bishop from Hawaii to open the trust fund with a donation of $1,000. This trust fund will be open to the Ex-Students Association so they can continue contributing to it, similar to an emergency fund for the school. He highlighted one of the important outcomes of this collaboration is a new partnership starting next year between the school in Hawaii, which involves school-to-school exchanges. Because of the importance of supporting the educational journey and future of the students who enter the school, the alumni agreed at their annual general meeting on Monday to donate 100,000 pa'anga raised during the recent anniversary celebrations directly into the school's budget for next year. The intention is for this assistance to help meet the school's needs during the year and to further support teachers as well. From Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Betty Blake, Ilulahia.
The Tonga High School top student for 2025 was awarded to Sulia He Iwakaona Ilangana, who was also the school's head girl prefect for the year.
The Ducks for Tonga High School 2025 is awarded to Sulia He Iwakaona Ilangana. O Flolo Alai Malu, Kolo Palahola, Ofu, Tonek Vale, Matamaka, Petoa Hafeva, Tekiu, Kolomotua, Longolongo Poto Helaukau, Halafo Oki Itaniti.
Sulia Ilangana claimed ducks after topping in mathematics and calculus and the science subjects, naming herself as King's Prize for top in science. She also received a full scholarship to study at an university in New Zealand, along with cash prizes of more than 5,000 pa'anga.
Sulia He Iwakaona Ilangana from Lolo Halai Malu, Kolo Palahola, Ofu, Tuanek.
Meanwhile, the proximity exit went to Tisha Kapadia, originally from India and now living in Paho.
Here's another round of applause for our proximity assessed 2025.
The best all-round student was awarded to the head boy prefect and Mafitai Uluafi, Soane Roy Junior Finau. Ilangana shared her journey as a young student who entered Tonga High School in 2019 with big dreams that she has achieved today.
When I first entered Tonga High School in 2019, I was a young girl with big dreams and quiet prayer in my heart. I didn't know what the future held, but I knew that the one who held it. Through every challenges, every late night, every exam, and every moment of doubt, I held on to the promise of Philippians 4 verse 13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. To my fellow Form 7s, we made it. We walked through fire and come refined. We've grown not just in knowledge, but in character. Let us remember Jeremiah 29, verse 11. For I know the plan I have for you, declared the Lord. They are plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. This is not the end, it is the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with purpose and promises.
Ilangana also dedicated her success to God, her family, friends, and school. Meanwhile, Her Royal Highness Princess Bilolevutuita attended the prize-giving ceremony as the guest of honor and urged Tonga High School students to stay focused on their goals, face challenges with courage, and use their education to serve Tonga.
I urge you to firstly identify your purpose. What are you passionate about? What change do you want to see? Second, embrace challenges. Don't be afraid of them. See them not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Third, never stop learning. I haven't stopped learning, and I'll be 75 next year. Never stop learning. The world is your classroom. Stay curious, stay engaged. Fourth, persevere with courage. Let no setback deter you from your path. Your resilience is your strength. And fifth, serve your nation. Whatever you do, whatever small thing you do, serve your country. Remember the sacrifices made for your education. Give back to your families, give back to your communities, and give back to Tonga.
Tonga High School enrolled more than 1,000 students this year, supported by 89 staffs under the leadership of Principal Anawafe Vikoso. Vikoso described the 2025 academic year a successful one through their vision of excellence through endurance is godly despite the challenges they faced. Reporting for Radio and Television Tonga News, I'm Vahivunoto Paula.
And the Queen Salote College tax for 2025 was awarded to Oliva Betty Pakileata of Hihifoniwa Tongatapu, Nomuka and Fuamotu. Pakileata achieved an overall grade of 84.9% and was also the head girl prefect of the school.
Ko tax ki heng o senturi. Ma ke pesete valfa po ne hiva. Ki hihifo niwa Tongatapu no muka hapai. Fua amotu timaru no sila mo ahno no Oliva Peti Pakileata.
The Queen Salote College Ducks Oliva Pakileata achieved first place in 5 subjects, including biblical studies, tourism, agricultural science, history, and geography. The first runner-up position was a tie between Simaima Fatai of Homa, Ewa, and Lakepa, and Sashima Waisile of the Tagamotonga. The second runner-up was Eunice Emalata Kivalu of Kolomotua and Puke. The guest of honor, Her Royal Highness Crown Princess Sinaitakala, encouraged the students to not forget his holy name, as only God was the reason for their success, and added that they will all overcome this year's academic studies with God's help. She says, as students in Form 7 are about to continue their studies in other schools or other countries, it is important for them to always remember that their guidance and helper is the Lord. He also encouraged students who will still be at Queen Salote College to always bear in mind that getting wisdom and knowledge is from obedience to God. Reverend Silalate Lakepa, the principal of the college, says the most focused of this year's school, apart from the studies, was their preparations to the centenary anniversary of the schools next year. About 800 students were enrolled at Queen Salote College the academic year of 2025.
That was the latest from the local scene. Up next, we'll join Pia Oli of the latest in sports.
Welcome back in sport. Tonga has beaten Tahiti 4-1 in an international women's football friendly at the CIFA Academy in Rarotonga. Star striker Loma Magnesi scored twice, leading Tonga to a comeback win after Tahiti struck early inside the opening 9 minutes. It's Tonga's second international win of the year, while Tahiti ends the 2025 calendar without a single victory, continuing a winless run that dates back to the 2019 Pacific Games. Both sides went into the match with low confidence after early exits from FIFA Women's World Cup 2027, but have qualified earlier in the week. Tahiti opened the scoring through Moimoi, finishing a set-up from Haranui Lekaik. They nearly doubled their lead moments later, with Lekaik forcing a save from Caroline Fortu. But Tonga hit back quickly. In the 13th minute, Magnesi chased down a long ball and slotted home the equalizer. She threatened a cane soon after, forcing a save from Kalima Elcha Gadua. Both teams eased off in the heat, heading into halftime level at 1-1.
That was Bia Olia with your news sports for tonight. But before we part, here's a final look at tonight's top stories. Interim Speaker Lord Nuku'alofa invites nominations for Prime Minister Designate. Samsung launches Digital Innovation Hub in Nuku'alofa, the first in the Pacific, through collaboration with OneTalk. And St. Andrews High School's 120th anniversary celebrations wraps up with the Ex-Students Association establishing multi-million pa'anga support initiatives for the school in 2026. And that was the news with Radio and Television Tonga News for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Have a good evening.